Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Slay the Spire. Already stumbling on my words. Last time we did another Ironclad run. We beat Ascension 3. It was a legitimate strike run. And when I say that, what I mean is it was a strike run. Not a strike plus run, not a perfected strike run, not a strike dummy run. It was a strike minus run, and it was really fun. And today we're going to be playing the Silent. Let's hop right in. Ooh, Leafy Poultice Silent is fucking crazy start, man. Leafy Poultice is great on everybody, but I especially like it on the Silent. Because she starts with 5 strikes, 5 defense, and that's like pretty rough. Compared to the other characters who don't do that. You know? So we're going to be fighting a Waterfall Giant. That's interesting. Waterfall Giant is relatively manageable, I think. We just gotta weaken him and bring up enough block on the turn where he explodes. Preferably kill him really fast in addition to that. So let's see. What's the best way we could scale as we progress through Act 1? I think this is tempting. I like that. This is questionable. This I really like. This I kind of like. This is questionable. So I kind of like the idea of maybe something like this. I don't know. Something like that. Sounds pretty decent. We could do a remove, we could get a rare, but the Leafy Poultice calls my name. It calls my name! Well-laid plants. Alright, that's pretty sick. Predator is really good, man. I've been really liking Predator in Slay the Spire 2 so far. I didn't like it all that much in Slay the Spire 1. I've always thought it was a good card, but never a great card. Honest to God, I think it's a great card in Slay the Spire 2, though. I don't even know why. I don't even know why. Maybe it's just because this game is a little faster paced or something. And it really is. This game is hella faster paced. Do I just take 3 here to get Predator? Yeah, because he's... Well, no, I block next turn pretty well. Predator into Predator? Love it. If 14. Predator into Predator into Predator? Love it. Alright, so... Bear in mind, Waterfall Giant, right? That's a thing. That's a big thing. What would go good into Waterfall Giant? Acro, I love basically always, all the time, in every Silent deck, almost ever, forever. Especially with Sly in the game now. Anticipate is fucking crazy. For the Waterfall Giant, it's common. You see it really often. There's a pretty high chance I get it, though. But the same goes for Acrobatics. So which one's better? I guess overall Acrobatics might be better for a general situation. But this is better for the situation that we're heading into specifically that we know about. So I'm going to grab this. And I'm going to take the extra fight here because cards. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? I have lethal on the guy in front, presuming we draw these two at the same time. But, just in case we don't, I'll... Oh, I misclicked. Never mind, I guess I'm not retaining anything. Oh, we have that bug again. Well, let me report that. Having a bug repeatedly now. At first, it was happening with Gambling Chip when reviewing the draw pile before discarding. This time it This time it happened while reviewing the jaw pile and pressing E to end my turn, while well-laid plans was asking which card to retain. I believe it has something to do with the card selection UI on screens like well-laids and gambling chips. Wait, I forgot to say what it actually did. Having a bug repeatedly now. It won't let me play cards from my hand and instead just buzzes at me. LOL. At first it's happening, blah, 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 blah. Kind of weird, but I'm sure. Nah, I'll just say thanks. Thanks. Alright, well, we just have to save and quit and start that over. We don't have an option. The game bugged out, so. I ended up getting soft locked. Like, what are you gonna do? Okay. Just gonna hold that. That's what I wanted. Anyway. Retain. Probably should have retained the survivor, actually, because I knew that he was gonna hit me pretty hard here, but that's fine. We have bang. 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 Lethal, doesn't matter. Vulnerable pot. Nice. Oops. I keep going to click my jaw pile, but then clicking the cog wheel, man. Piercing Well's good. I kind of want more damage for the tech right now. But, I mean, Piercing Whale is solid. It's fine. We have 3 more fights. All teed up in a row. We should figure it out. Okay, we'll hit that on you. And then we'll hit you, and then we'll hit you. If I weaken you? It'll go down to 6 total. Yeah, perfect. Handled. These cards are pretty good. I like up my sleeves here, though, I think more so than anything, on account of the fact that I was asking for more damage, and it's easier to play when you have a well-laid. It did, like, deflect with anticipate, though. But it's fine. We're gonna do one of these. I need to kill Cultist Boy first. He's calcified, so I think it's gonna hit for like 7 or 9. I'd like to see if I can kill him outright, maybe. I think in this instance, Predator is better choice to hold. 9. That's right. If I could do this, into this, into this. Okay. That should be all right. Um, nice. Touch of Insanity is pretty nice too. Yeah, this is, see what I mean? Common cards, man. Love that. I love that I didn't get punished for taking this first. That was definitely the right call, so. Alright, Fossil Stalker. This guy has suck. It gives you the bad suck. He gets stronger if he hits you. Like, through your block, that is. Um, I could reduce him to 0, but I can't do much after that. So I think this is a turn where I finally take a bit of damage. Ouch. Perfect. Almost didn't notice I had lethal, but I did, so we're good. Aerobic acid is awesome, man. That's rough. This is a situation where things like this are really good against the boss. In particular, this works great against the boss. They both do, really. This goes really well into a lot of fights. This goes really well into probably less fights, but still a lot. But prepared, though? Now that I have Acro, getting prepared in addition, like, really starts enabling Sly. But I think I need this for the boss and for some other fights first, and that's common, so again, I might find it sooner. I think... that increases the damage because it increases the shiv count, so let's start with that. Alright, Teriel's pretty solid. We match well into Teriel. I'm happy about that. Let's go ahead. We'll hit a Touch of Insanity on Predator, so it's free to play for the rest of combat. Um, damn. That's beautiful. Perfect block it. Is 1 off the split on 70. He gets stunned. So then I could go... That worked out. I did have to use 2 potions for 1 elite, but you know what? Granted, I even got one out of it, and I had 3 potions to begin with, even though we're only on floor 8. I'll take it. Also, Akabeko's great. Love that. Love that from me. Interestingly enough, I have 2 really good options to go with Akabeko here. Follow Through and Skewer are both solid for that. I think Follow Through is pretty solid because it's AoE and it has a secondary effect. Kind of has better utility for the deck than Skewer ever would because it's just damage and it uses all your energy. So I'll take a Follow Through to pair with the Akabeko we just got. Interesting. I think I do pay for a striker move. And I could grab Flick Flack Snake Bite. That seems pretty good. Snake Bite retains on its own, so it's another card I could retain in addition to the well-laid plans. 7 or 10 poison, really solid, goes really well into the fight we're going into, as well as a lot of other fights. Flick Flack, we have Acro and stuff for. We could retain it to play it. We could play it for 1. It's still pretty good played for 1. Yeah, solid. Sorry, Gamma, nice. That's amazing with shivs. Damn. All right. Do we want more combats? Maybe. Bare minimum, I'll take 1 more combat here. I think it's worth taking 2 just to get him down quicker. All right, get our money back. Okay. We're down 2 strikes from base, which is really solid. We have this, which is really solid. But we need more ways to trigger Kusarigama for damage. Leading Strike also gives a Shiv, so now we have 2 Shiv cards. So we could start really considering Shiv boosting powers and stuff like that. That would be really helpful. I think we have enough damage to gun this guy down pretty fast when we get there. I think the main thing that we need now is like, if we got like a leg sweep, that would go crazy. But I don't know that we take the extra fight just for it, or if we should take the event. We should probably take the fight. I think we can handle the fight. We're really strong at the moment. We did not get the leg sweep, which is upsetting. But a well-laid plans upgrade is very helpful for helping us get to a survivable state in this fight. So we'll take it, you know? Work with what you have. Took 10. But Noxious kills the dude in the back, so that's good. Beautiful. Entropic. Oh, nice. Also, early Lucky Fish is pretty nice. I don't mind Hand Trick so much. Hand Trick is pretty decent for helping play Snakebite cheaper. It's also just a decent blocking card. I'll try one. But now, at this point, the only block card I would take right now is Leg Sweep. But I would love to see Footwork as well. If that came up, that would also be good. Okay, so we're taking on 14 damage. I hit Will Aid. That's 11. Beautiful. Huh. I mean, it's not what I was thinking, but I have Well Laid, so I could probably get it played. Alright. Let's try our best. I think we could do this. Definitely like retaining my hand this turn. I have to just take the 7. I think I'll just play Snakebite here. You. In trick on up my sleeve. Prepared onto up my sleeve. Get that shit played free. Alright, hit the prepared into flick flack. Alright, I think we found the time to hit him to kill him where we could fully, maybe not fully, but block at least most of. Oh yeah, no, fully. Love that for us. That worked out really well, damn. Alright, cool. Oh, oh boy. Well, we do have like a hand trick up my sleeve kind of scenario going, so I think Fan of Knives would go really well. Shadow Step is good, but it does technically discard your whole hand, so well it kind of doesn't work that turn. And it's like anti with Snakebite too. I don't know about that synergy so much. Assassinate's alright. Assassinate's okay. If I take it Fan of Knives. On my sleeve, Fan of Knives goes pretty well. Alright, so we're gonna be fighting the Insatiable. That's unfortunate. And the reason that I say that that's unfortunate is because I was kind of hoping for Kaiser grab with this deck. We have pretty good AoE stuff going on. I wonder that Seal of Gold is the play here. We have a couple of cards that cost 2 that we can't always play. Super easy. Seems like we want the energy. This Antitez is Ember Run, that's for sure. We only have 3 strikes. Golden Compass makes a good path. But, like, what's our path look like right now? Path looks good. I found a good path instantly, man. I kind of like this one. Seal of Gold, then. Seal of Gold, then. Alright, Thieving Hopper, not bad. Do this just for the block, get this out. Yep. Alright, I don't want you to take that. You're not allowed. Sorry, that's disallowed. Get the hell out of here. Blade Dance Plus, though. Versus a prepared. You know what's funny is taking the card back from him triggered Lucky Fish. He technically gave me gold. I want Duplicator more than I want 10 max. Vigorous Flick Flack is pretty sick. I'll take one. I want to kill the one in the back because he's getting stronger. And their rotation is usually he buffs and then one of these buffs. So I feel like it's almost always better to target him in the back. I feel like I don't need any of these. I have a lot of AoE and block already. I don't like this situation very much, I'll tell you what. That went pretty well, all things considered. We have, for card draw, we have Prepared, we have Acrobatics, and we have Predator. Which Predator doesn't combo with Corrosive Wave because of the way it times. So as much as Corrosive Wave is very good, I need more to make it work well. But I think I still take it because we have 4 elites, which means there's a chance that we fight Decha Millipede 2 times. And it goes really well into Dechi. And because he's first, I may have been right. Crazy. That went pretty well. Then we go bang. And then we go bang. It's a bang, bang. Took a little damage, but really not very much. Thank you, Kusari Gama. Whoa, we've never gotten White Star in a run before. I've not even on my other file. Damn. Elites drop an additional rare card reward. Love that. Love to see that. Wait, I think we want Pounce, actually. So we handled that so well. But I think I could afford to do an upgrade here. Alright, Entomancer. So we basically have to play Abrasive. That went well. Man, I love doing well against Entomancer. It's a really good feeling. I thought he was so scary when I first started out. Tingsha is insane to find right now, by the way. That's awesome. Uh... Blade of Ink is pretty cool with shivs. But I don't know that it's really that necessary. I guess I could play Nightmare on an up my sleeve while it's cheap. Or on, like, Abrasive, maybe. With extra energy, and I could card draw into bullet time and still play it. I like that. Petrified Toad. Nice. So we know that we're fighting Infested Prism because we fought Dechi and then we fought Ento. But the thing is, right? And Slay the Spire 1, you can fight one, and then you can fight another one, and then you can fight the one you started with. But it seems in Slay the Spire 2 that it's a full rotation of 3, so you're guaranteed to know what your third will be. And I haven't been proven wrong on it yet. And I think we do pretty well against Infested Prism. So I'm going to proceed with a bullet time upgrade. Yeah, we got Infested Prism. So it seems that it just doesn't work the way it used to. And that's intended. That's what it seems like. Triggering Kusarigama like 3 or 4 times in a turn feels great. I think I'll probably heal at this fire coming up. I think that seems like the correct thing to do. We got there. It's fine. All right. Footwork helps our defense, which we need. Adrenaline helps our everything, which is, you know, always needed, always nice. I mean, the kunai feels like a no-brainer. If we're triggering Kusarigama like 3 times a turn sometimes, then kunai feels like a no-brainer. I really like Powdered Demise into the boss. Ento again. Okay. I think I can handle that. Hope I can handle that. Uh, oh yeah, I'm out of money. Whoops. Bullet time. Ooh, Phantom Blades is interesting. Reflex is sick, though. After Image is also sick, though. I think I heal here. The Insatiable isn't the hardest boss ever, but I think I'm going to need the HP with what I have going on, if I'm honest. Pretty solid. Maybe I didn't, actually. Damn. Wow. Okay, never mind. The deck fares a lot better than I realized. Oh, should have hit that. Oops. Totally didn't need to bother with that heal then. Wow. Okay. I wonder how many times me doing that fight with this deck would have been screwed, though. Maybe I'm in a good timeline. Honestly, it's kind of hard to tell. I felt like I needed the help, but I guess I didn't. Maybe it's just because I took so many elites in a row, and I was low for like a lot of the time during this act. Maybe that's why I felt like I was weak. But to be fair, I fought 4 elites and came out okay. So maybe I should have reconsidered that. That's alright, though. I think it's never too late for the hunt, exactly. Second after image goes kind of nutty. I wonder if Shadow Meld is better. I'm gonna take 2 after image, though. Alright, so we're going up on the test subject again. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. What do you got for me, Vaku? I really don't want Fiddle. You're a jerk, man. You always offering me Fiddle. I also don't want the Parasol. I don't mind Preserved Fog. I could remove 5 and then, like... It's okay to have 1 innate Eternal because I have the Ring of the Snake, so it's really not that bad. Get rid of 3 strikes. What else would I ditch? Get rid of 3 strikes. Leading Strike. Follow through now? Because I can make the majority of my damage um, come through thorns and poison if I play correctly. Thorns, poison, shivs. Shivs scale my defense, which is the main reason to play them. That being said, I actually don't want to get rid of Leading Strike because of that. Think. Might be. I liked Pounce for a lot of reasons, but I don't think I need it. Okay. The attacks that I do keep are the ones that scale me through. Predator helps me do card draw. Up my sleeve helps me scale. Flick Flack is really solid burst AoE and is cheap, and I can play it for even cheaper by discarding it, so this helps me scale. Leading Strike helps me scale. Yeah, it's a bit weird, but I think the deck will still work. And I really didn't like Vaku's other options here today. The Fiddle would have gutted me, and frankly, I really don't like the Lord's Parasol idea right now. I think ideally, going through this act, I think the things that I need in order to beat the test subject right now would be like another acro, maybe a tactician, maybe a backflip. There's not many things I want, but having two shops gives me good options for getting a card, which is basically the only thing I might buy there is a card or potion. We haven't seen many events. There's some really good events we could hit. I think going this way will prevent us from taking too much damage throughout the act. I don't mind taking a few events here to make life easy. Alright, so 16. That's annoying. Let's just hit bullet time. That's probably a more optimal way to play that turn, but honestly, I can't be fucked. Alright, accuracy plus. Alright, my damage should be really solid now. I do not mind at all the position that we have found ourselves in. Caca. Well laid too. Nah. I don't think we need to worry about adding more powers, honestly. Letter opener, nice. I'd rather that than a single flex pod, so I'll take it, man. You're not selling what I want. What the hell, man? That's fine. I'll save my money for the next one. At a glance, I was like, yeah, none of that is what I wanted. All right, let's see. Can I just kill this guy? It's 40 damage outright. Oh, yeah. Easily. Blur, huh? Blur or second up my sleeve? Seems unnecessary. One blur, on the other hand, is kind of nuts. Because we have so much dex scaling now that we have kunai. I want to make one of these innate. Reptile trinket. Oh boy. Seven times 8. Yeah. Seems like a good opening turn, if I do say so myself. Just a few more attacks to rack up the nunchaku for later, you know? It's 100% master planar angle. Over the course of a long fight, that is going to work out to be so, so helpful, man. Do that just to strip artifact, I guess. Second piercing whale because it goes crazy into test subject. Do I take another elite? With White Star, maybe I should. Second aggro is definitely something I'm interested in. Single ghost in a jar is like a contingency I'm definitely interested in. think we're handling Mechanite relatively well. Did say I wanted that backflip. And lo and behold, I got that thing. It'd be really helpful for phase 1 to have double after image plus. Because phase 1 of this fight has enrage. And it'll just help in general. Alright, where's my damage at? Where the hell is my damage at? Wow. Well, fuck that. I definitely don't want to be taking like over 30 damage right now. If I play literally any skill, that is the poison, so seems good. Alright, so we're out of phase 1. He lost all the strength scaling that he got, and I can play skills relatively freely again. So that's good. But now he adds wounds if he actually hurts me, so let's try really hard not to let that happen. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to trigger the nunchaku, but oh well. Let's go ahead. We'll hold corrosive, I think. Yeah, and we'll hold defend. Alright, let's hit corrosive into prepared. Into acro, which hits snake bite. Then we hit a bullet time. And I think we just hold these. Shouldn't have wasted the nunchaku, but I wanted to play the power to get it out of rotation and then didn't want to redraw all those. It's kind of stupid, though, in hindsight. Whoops. To be honest, that was a huge misplay in hindsight, but whatevs. Alright, he's going to be intangible, so I really want to stick poison on him here if possible. Because at least that damage sticks around. These two. All right, now get a corrosive, get a backflip. Get a bullet time. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty well for ourselves, you guys, if I'm being honest. This is going pretty well. Oh, that was like, as soon as we got things in motion on that fight, I kind of turned my brain off there. That felt very, very simple and easy. I didn't even need to use the other potions. To be honest, Master Planner's just crazy. Did you see how good that was? Giving slide to every skill in my deck, man? Damn. Cracked. Alright, so assessment time. I think, as it turns out, giving the silent tools like Akabeko and Kusarigama is like insanity. Lucky Fish really helped quite a bit with Seal of Gold as well. We ran out like at the end there, but I didn't even feel it by the time we got to the point where I ran out of gold. White Star's crazy. Tingsha, as always, is amazing on the silent. I was using that like crazy. Petrified Toad, I honestly forgot about a little this time. I used it a little bit after I got the Reptile Trinket, especially, but you know, Nunchaku, Kunai, absolutely cracked with the build that I had going, man. That was nuts. Preserved Fog, yeah, it was definitely the angle. We didn't yet have accuracy at the time, but I mean, you saw how well, with well laid plans, I was able to set up Corrosive Wave a lot, man. Good stuff. Letter Opener did crazy damage. Yeah, man, it's just good. That's just good. Well laid plans, silent, easy, absolutely amazing. Um, Predator, really solid all the way throughout. I played it less and less toward the end of the run, but I still did play it sometimes. Great card. Anticipate really helped out a lot. Piercing Will came in clutch sometimes. Up my sleeve started going really crazy once I got it online with the accuracy down there. Yeah, just lots and lots of card draw. Double after image is crazy. Blur went kind of hard sometimes. Master Planner is so fun, so good. It's so strong. Actually crazy. Anyway, yeah. No, that was a very straightforward run. Nothing too hard. I remember back in the day of Slay Spire 1, man, the Silent was easily the hardest character to play. Because, like I said at the very beginning, the reason I took the poultice, she starts 5 strike, 5 defend, and then also survive or neutralize. 12 card deck, 10 of them crap. Some of the other characters, all the other characters start like a 10 card deck. So, rough. But, you know, it turned out not to be an issue at all this time around. We just kind of, this was a run where we just kind of had what we needed. Silent just went crazy with shiz and poison. Dexterity scaling. Absolutely nuts. Sly is so broken. All right. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to be doing another run. Tomorrow will be the Regent. So look forward to that. The streak is still ongoing. I believe that's 17 in a row now. Nuts. Let's see if we could get 20. It'd be really cool if, you know, if I could get like all of the epochs unlocked before I lose. That'd be fun. That'd be me really impressing myself. But yeah, we'll see. I'll see you tomorrow. Later.